me wrong, I love living in Bothell, Washington. But of course, every place has good and bad. Before relocating here, you deserve to know the bad. So here goes my honest opinions. By the way, my name is Nan Nan. I'm a local realtor right here in Bothell, Washington. I serve Bothell and Greater Seattle areas. Now, if you relocated here from a glitzy place, for example, LA, New York, or even just Seattle, you're going to find Bothell extremely boring. There's no clubbing or dancing or any of the vibrant city life that you are probably used to. You're also not going to find too much worldly culture in Bothell, Washington. There are no history museums or art galleries. Most likely, you're going to have to drive to places. Bothell is very suburbia. When we first moved here from Seattle, it did take some getting used to. As much as I love the population growth in Bothell, I absolutely cannot stand the congestion here, especially during rush hours. Some days I would be on the road forever. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes just to get out of our community. Another result of the growing population in Bothell, Washington, overly crowded schools. Some of the elementary schools in the area have a student body of close to 1,000 students. But the school itself was built for a student body of 300 to 500 students, so most of the kids are out in portables. Of course, local authorities are expanding schools and building new ones. They're just not as fast as the speed of the population growth here. If you have school-age children right now, get ready to put them into portables or explore other options like private schools if you can. Bothell, Washington is a popular suburb in the Greater Seattle area. It shows in our increasing housing prices. The cost of living here is getting pretty steep too. Very soon, finding affordable housing is going to be an issue for a lot of people. And along with that, gas, groceries, general living expenses, they're also going to rise. And so are property taxes. When I first moved to Bothell, I was thoroughly surprised. There's no shopping whatsoever. I don't mean your local grocery store or your local drugstore. I mean shopping, as in a shopping mall. The closest is Alderwood, and that's about a 20-minute drive. You can also go to Bellevue, but you're looking at 30 minutes on the highway. If you like to shop, and especially high-end shopping, get ready to drive. While we all love new construction, most of them around the Bothell, Washington area are cookie-cutter communities. Every single house looks the same. They all have small backyards and very little privacy. Of course, the sense of community is strong. Neighbors are nice and kind to each other, mine included. But if you're someone who appreciates unique architecture, finding a house for you will be a challenge here in Bothell. In the wintertime, the Pacific Northwest is mostly rainy, Bothell, Washington included. When it snows, oh my gosh, it would snow so heavily, and especially around the Bothell area. And most of the time, it is heavy, fluffy snow over ice, which is extremely dangerous. Of course, the ice is from the rain and the wet roads frozen over, but underneath the snow, you don't see it. So drivers, especially if they're new to the area, they would drive out onto the road and slip all around. Every single snowstorm for the past several years, we've had to help people in the neighborhood who are stuck in a ditch or a trench from swerving and sliding on the icy road. If you know that a storm is coming, my recommendation is to stock up on food and stay home. Truly, I love living in Bothell, Washington. I've lived here for over 10 years, and I'm not leaving anytime soon. I want you to enjoy living here too when you move to Bothell. Hopefully, today's video has set some expectations for you, and if any of them are deal breakers, you can now make a better decision about your move to Bothell, Washington. Again, my name is Nan Nan. I'm a local realtor right here in Bothell. I serve Bothell and the Greater Seattle areas. Next video. Top 10 restaurants in and around Bothell. For real estate needs, contact me below. See you next time.